Good YouTube, welcome back. Dub Digital, crypto news, macro trends. Was that too loud? My bad. Check it out. We got Orchid, OXT, BTC pair. There was a release of an app about a month or so prior, guys. So around this range, there was a release of their mobile app. Then I saw a price dip, and you'll see though, guys. Do you see these Wing actions happening? That's accumulation. So this is whales or whoever, people in the know, taking advantage of knowing a good thing when the market can't see it. Okay, this thing got shot up. The catalyst was, I don't know, that Barstool Presidente dude telling all these traders from Robinhood to jump into OXT, which they did, brought us up. It was a huge pump, guys, mega huge. Almost 300% pump up. We had a retracement down of approximately 50%. Don't get me wrong, I am not a fanboy of OXT. I'm not a hater of OXT. I am simply the observer of OXT. I become interested in OXT when I believe it's a good deal. I get disinterested in OXT when it's a bad deal. Up here to me, bad deal. Down, farther goes down, better deal. Okay, so let's use the fib retrace tool to help understand if this is a good deal based on a number sequence that's found throughout pretty much everything in life, being physics, whatever. Let's apply it to a chart here. I always harp on the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, okay? This level right here, this turquoise green square. This is typically known as a reload zone. This is where assets in an uptrending environment like to dip down. Traders like to either pick more up for another leg up, but the overall thought process is price goes up, price comes down to a certain level, finds support, and price goes up. You guys should understand, if you're losing money in this market, how people are taking advantage of you, right? So you can get smarter and not fall prey to it, right? That's why you follow my channel, right? People were accumulating here, right? Price got shot up. People started getting FOMO, buying into the move higher and higher as they see the price come up. And everyone who was accumulating here started selling onto you guys here. Don't you see that? And now, once prices retraced about 40-50%, guess who's coming back in and accumulating? The same exact people, guys. But that's why you follow this channel, so you can understand exactly what's going on. If you think you're early into this trade when you're buying up here, you're sadly mistaken. You're very late to the trade. I'll tell you something, guys. I have identified what I believe to be a fractal. Notice where we are today. Right now on the 4-hour chart for OXT, we are flirting with the 0.382 Fibonacci level. If it breaks down below, there's not really any support to keep it from falling further and further. So this thing, the volume is drying up substantially. So can this thing get no more volume bars and just keep bleeding down? Yeah, it could. Could another big old bar like these come in and shoot it to the moon? Yes, it can. This is the importance of scaling into a position if you can't deal with big drops in your balance of portfolio. Whatever allocation you want to give to OXT, you split it up in, I like 7. Let's say 7 tranches, 4 tranches, whatever you think it is the right number. And then over a period of time, you invest into the move as it either goes up or goes down. This way you get the average price. This fractal right here, just look at this move. We pumped up, came down, grinded down, then had a capitulation sell-off, and then had a second pump up and sold off towards this level here, which is the 0.328 Fibonacci level. I am proposing that this structure here is similar to this structure here. Let me get some circles so you all can see. Okay guys, you see the similarities here? We had a big pump up. This initial pump was about 20%. Well, hey, that's much bigger than this here. Okay, that's the way fractals work, guys. They're never the same, but they look similar. We had a steep shot up, corrected down, grinded down, bounced, and continued down. Steep shot up, down, grinded down, bounce, continuing down. And remember, guys, look, I am saying that where we are currently in this final sell-off from this slight shot up from yesterday, I believe, I am saying that this tiny minute bump up from this capitulation sell-off is currently going on. This is the bump up and a sell-off. If this fractal stays true and happens to do what we think it can do in the future, this will be coming for OXT to a higher price point that we've yet seen. But let's measure just based off what's happened previously. Based off of this fractal here, this thing might round out a little bit, might have some bumps, but we end up rounding out for a good amount of time, and then we get a bump up, big bump up. Just so you guys can see what that means in terms of graphically, let me help y'all out. How do you like me now? I'm about to zoom out and show you guys the epicness of this, but what I did, guys, is I used this bar pattern tool to copy the remainder of the fractal from this point, from where I think we are currently, to the end of the top of the move. Guys, I had to get on like the weekly chart just to give you some semblance of scale and where we are. This was a 300% move from the bottom to the top, very explosive. The asset has never experienced something like that in its history before on such a scale. Okay, so now this thing's all up in the public eye, for better or worse, for whatever reason, whether it was the app or the publicity from the Barstool Presidente dude, doesn't matter. Everyone knows about this coin now. So if this happened prior to this, looks like we're gonna range, or may range, for another 2 months or so, and we're gonna probably bottom out. When you bottom out, you see a bowl pattern, something flat like this, little dips and W's. That's accumulation pattern. But more importantly, this is building a base. It's building a solid support, so when you jump up here, you're not going to come crashing down like down to levels previously seen in other years. The market can feel good about itself in investing and moving forward with this asset, because there's been precedent set that people will buy and sell this asset at X price. Let's do some measuring to see what OXT could do. From the current price level, that's at least another 200%. It's really high. That's like what we like to see. That's crazy. OXT, it's corrected. It's come back down. Now at this point, I feel much more confident in potentially moving into this asset. But knowing that there might be some sideways motion for a good amount of days, this is not financial advice. Do whatever y'all gotta do, but I think you have some time on this one to see how it develops. Always remember though, guys, cryptos could take off and just leave you in the dust. But hey, towards October, I might be getting more and more interested in this asset. Some of you guys already in this asset. This should serve as a good roadmap. More importantly, y'all, I'm Dub Digital. Crypto news, macro trends. Talk to y'all later. Peace.